Well. Welcome back, everyone, to the podcast. It's your host featuring me, Regine, and also Priska. And today's episode is going to be Women in Dodgeball. That's why Priska has replaced Clyde. Yeah, goodbye, Clyde. It's Clyde no more now. Yeah, Priska, how's it like to be on the podcast as a host?
This will be interesting. Keen to get into some, very interesting discussions about women in dodgeball and how we experience the sport and, sort of our
Yeah.
experiences with it, I guess, experiences.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon it'll give some pretty good insight as like a female player in dodgeball, especially since it's a really male-oriented sport. Like,
Mm.
I would say a majority of the players are
Yeah,
guys. So,
yeah,
yeah, it'll be good to hear some opinions from the minority, which is the
yeah,
female player.
definitely.
Yeah, 100%. But so, anyways, today we have two special guests. Joining us is Viv and Mimi. Welcome, guys.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming today. Yeah, how's your day been?
Pretty good. Like just chilling,
Oh,
finish
yeah.
exams, nothing much. Yeah.
What have you guys been getting up to?
Nothing much for me because I'm doing a summer unit, so the work was keep coming to me. But
Oh,
other than
right.
that, just chilling for the summer.
Oh, yeah, playing a lot of dodgeball then?
Well,
I mean, I just
yes.
saw you today. Yeah, we were playing the university, like GDUL. Yeah,
Yep.
today. So yeah, a lot of dodgeball. So what summer unit are you taking?
It's for one of my engineering course. So, because with COVID, I can't really come back overseas. So I was like, oh, I might just try to finish it as soon as I can, and done with university.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, might as well just get out of university as quick as possible, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Viv, so what have you been up to? So just work at dodgeball?
Yeah, like work, dodgeball. I'm also still going to my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes.
Ooh.
So when I'm not at dodgeball, I'm doing that. The
Oh, yeah.
goal for summer is to gain a lot of muscle at the gym. So
Oh, yeah.
hopefully,
Summer bod,
hopefully I
2K.
can, yeah,
Yeah.
literally. I want to gain 5 kilos of pure muscle mass over the summer.
Pure
But we'll see how that
muscle.
goes.
Oh,
We'll see
that's
how that
crazy.
goes.
Yeah, usually people like, oh yeah, I want to go to the gym to lose weight or something. But then you're like, no, I want to just get strong and big.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
just getting massive. You're just gonna go.
I'm done with being lanky. I'm done with being like a
It's like
15-year-old boy. I need I need to be a 15-year-old boy now.
you're done and
Literally need to
getting
size
like
up.
getting hit by a ball and like for it to just bounce off you.
Yeah, exactly. Accelerate as it hits off my chest. Love that. So good.
Yeah, Fly was just saying love the pink and the Dodgeball Z jerseys. Yes, we wore pink today because yeah, the background's pink. So if you guys noticed, we also changed up the background. Just for this episode alone, so just women dodgeball. So Viv and Mimi, you guys are pretty special. Yeah. So yeah, since you guys are playing a lot of dodgeball, why don't you tell us more about like what you love about it, or like how did you get into the sport or something? Mhm.
Mimi,
Yeah.
did you want to go first?
Okay. So it I news about dodgeball was actually from Muda event, but back then I had absolutely no idea. I think it was a collaboration between Casa and Muda during 2019.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just in high school and my friend just dragged me to one of the event. I'm like, all right, I'll just rock up, have some fun. And earlier this year, I saw the recruiting post on Facebook
Oh yeah.
from Mellies, and I was thinking, I might just give it a shot, because I spent my whole first year in lockdown. I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah,
that kind of sucks,
I'll give
right?
Mm.
it a shot. Yeah, I thought it would be an easy spot. No, I'm so sorry. I take it back. But
Kind of sus.
yeah, but about dodgeball, what I love the most is the team spirit. Like you're on court and off court, you're a team. You have each other back,
Mhm.
and also the fun of sport, and the love and then the support from the community, massive. It's really awesome. I would say that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's great. Yeah. Did you ever play dodgeball in high school or not really?
No, because I came to Australia in 2017, and then I got into I was year 10 already. So like PE class, they like make me do a bunch of like theory stuff and soccer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. And then I didn't really have a chance to play dodgeball back in high school.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Yeah, it's pretty like niche sport, I think. Like a lot of people play in primary school and like high school. That's why it's already seen that
Yeah.
way.
I think it
Yeah.
was one of those, like, I know for me, it was one of those in between sports that PE teachers would just put on if they had nothing else. So I think a lot of people saw it that way. But yeah. How about you, Viv?
Yeah, so I started off with dodgeball with a friend who no longer goes to Monash, but essentially we were just looking to join a uni sport, and we were like filtering through the clubs and societies at Monash, and just they had all the regular ones like tennis and soccer and netball and yada yada yada. But I've already had my experience with competitive tennis, and I was sort of like, oh, like I don't really want to join something that's too competitive. Like I just want to, have a social sport and try something new. And then we came across Dodgeball, which had just won the Best New Club Award. This was back in, I think, this would have been my second year, so 2019. And so me and my friend, we joined Muda and went to the casual sessions, and then luckily I was able to be the secretary of the club for 2 years, and now I'm the vice pres. And it's been super super fun since everyone is like such a close knit of friends, and I think with a sport like dodgeball, it's a lot of people like start the sport off as sort of like a joke, like, oh, let's play dodgeball. I haven't played it since high school or primary school, and then they get into it, and then you realize that there's a whole
Yeah.
like social league and competitive side, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, interesting. So
Yeah.
interesting. I
Next
love
minute,
that.
next minute you're
Yeah.
playing like dodgeball like 5 times a week, right? And
Literally,
you're like,
yeah.
oh.
It's just like, wow, I didn't think I was gonna play that much of this sport, especially with like other clubs, like more legitimate sports there. They'll have training like once or twice a week, and then for some reason I'm seeing everyone from Muda like at least 4 times a week or even more than that, like
Yeah, that's true.
everyone just integrates into your social circles instead of being just like your sport friends or your uni mates. They're like it's just all intertwined now.
Yeah, no, they are everywhere. I reckon if you go to the nearest Macca's, you probably see them anyways.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, they
Us
just pop up.
Wednesday nights, we are terrorizing that Mount Waverley McDonald's. Like literally. I feel so sorry for the
Every
staff.
week.
Every week, 10
Right,
PM, rock up.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
come on, we
Non-profit
bring them a
all for
lot of
them.
money.
Oh,
we
I
do.
don't
Like
know.
our seat,
No,
we
those
used to
big
get
orders we
20
make over $100 sometimes
yeah.
But
when people are hungry.
I mean, is that not like 5 drive-through orders though? Is that not like 5
Probably.
cars? 5 cars going through the drive-through in like a span of 10 minutes versus us. We like sit there for 3 hours and just each got either like a frozen Coke or like a soft serve. Where's the
Yeah,
money? You tell
that
me.
is true. Like, and Muna, we love our discount. So like we'll
Yeah,
use every opportunity to get a cheaper price. So we get like
exactly.
our 25% off and we'll get like the deals and everything as well.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's me. That's what I love about the sport. We've got a great social side to it as well as the competitive side. So mix of both.
All right.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people really enjoy about it is that social aspect and the community and stuff. Because I feel like I hear that quite a lot with people, like why they choose to continue playing and stuff. So yeah, good to
Yeah,
hear.
true. That's good. Yeah, so anyways, would you say you have any like female inspirations like within dodgeball or outside of dodgeball? Like any female players that you look up to? Um,
Um, yeah, so I would definitely say the first girls who joined Muda, um, especially Cherie, leading, like being the president and the vice pres, and she's still in the club today and leading. I think that's very inspirational. The amount of time that she dedicates to the club is amazing. Like I don't know how she
Same.
does it, especially with her
Yeah.
full-time job. And yeah, I guess there's sort of just like this female camaraderie between everyone. And we don't really put other girls down. It's all about supporting each other. That's
Mhm.
just in general as well. It's not just like, you know, talking smack with other people. I mean, there is that, but it's definitely not as severe as some other clubs, I would say. It's definitely on the friendly side, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Cherie is like I seen her schedule and like she has full time. Back then she was working on dodgeball and she was also like one of the admin teams for NRC. So NRC is this like non-residential clubs, right? And they plan like events every single week. And that like club is so much work. It's so much work. And on top of that, she still had dodgeball, and on top of that, she still had her law degree. I honestly don't know how she does it. Like, does she not sleep? Like, yeah.
Guess
Yeah,
we'll have to
sure.
ask
If you're in the
Chris.
chat, like, if how's that bit weird, Shuri? She's in the chat and saying like bit weird. Now I reckon like she spends so much time. Shuri's a robot that doesn't sleep, can confirm by NS Young. That's what Nick has said. Yeah, but I believe like Shuri doesn't sleep. Yeah, how about you? How about you, Mimi? Who do you like look up to, both inside and outside of dodgeball?
I think my biggest inspiration in dodgeball as a female player is Shuri. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, because I literally remember the first time I rocked up to the trial session and I saw Shuri was dodging and then throwing, and like at some in some like anime or like movies, or like you have like the jaw chop like moment, and I was literally like how. Yeah, and then I guess like the way she, leading the club and then organizing everything, it just inspired. And then the way like she keep like cheering people up, encouraging people and support people in dodgeball, it just like inspired me to be better. Not in like only in dodgeball, but like, in a person myself. And I think just in general, I look up to like pretty much all of you, because you have like all the strength that I love to have, but I haven't quite developed myself yet. Like, yeah, and now I'm like on this, I have the list for everything. So Sherry is like number one. And
Oh, yes, the
and
list.
and now the second one is my lovely prize president for Muda, because she,
Oh,
yeah, the way she gets everything done, like bam bam bam. I'm like, wow, she's so cool. I want to be like
that's
that
true.
when I grow up.
And sometimes I don't even answer her. She's like, "Could you get this done?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I'll fill up that when to meet tomorrow." And then I never fill it up. So sorry, so Viv.
All good, all good. Don't worry, I am well trained with that. I've got the patience of a god. Sometimes. Sometimes,
Just-
but it's
My
fine.
brain is just patience,
I just zen.
Smooth.
I just zone out.
Yeah.
I'll just zone out and I'll come back to it later. Just don't think about it.
Smooth. Fair enough. Then would you say you have any like inspirations outside of dodgeball, or like any names that come to mind?
Well, outside of dodgeball, like give me like look up to as a sport or just like in general.
In
In general,
general.
like any women that you look up to in life.
I think especially just my mom and
Mm,
all moms in the world, because they can do literally everything.
that's true. Yeah, I remember there was one time like I told my mom I couldn't find something, and she was like, "Okay, just go to sleep. I'll find it for you." But I looked everywhere in the house, and then when I woke up, she was like, "It's right here." I'm just like, "How did you find it?" And she's like, "I don't know. I just found it." I'm just like,
Amazing.
"Yeah, I don't know. She has the power of a superhero." Like, I'm
Like
just like,
that.
"How?" Yeah. Have you guys ever experienced the same like situation? You're
Yeah,
like,
girl.
Yes.
Your mum is hiding your stuff.
yeah,
I
she's
bet you.
like,
I bet you it was in her pocket the whole time you were running around the house.
Girl, I swear it's probably underneath her bed or something. It's just like she's just keeping it, or like she's just chilling with my stuff, like all my stuff in a box or something. And then like whenever I ask for it, she's like, "Okay, here you go." Takes it off like her
Uh,
pocket.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for me, like, if you're gonna say your mum, like, I honestly have to like give my mum a shout out as well. It wasn't the first person in my mind. I'm not gonna lie, but like, yeah, love my mum. So good, such a good human. But I guess for me, I think 3 people that come to mind would be so for a sports player, it's Ash Barty for me. I think she's literally such
Love
a
Ash Barty.
staunch. She's so great. Like
Mm.
I don't even know how she does it. Like professional women's cricket player, and then she turns into #1 tennis player. And like I used to play tennis, so it just I just think she's like amazing. Like imagine just picking up the sport and just being so good at it that you're #1. Like crazy.
Crazy.
And then the other 2 that I have would be Greta Thunberg, the climate activist. I think she is. I just admire her courage, and yeah, tell those old people off about their fossil fuel burning. So good. And I don't know, probably like Michelle Obama, but I feel like everyone
Yeah.
everyone has that.
Michelle is a queen.
Honestly, yeah.
She's actually a queen. Yeah.
She's
So
a
smart.
different woman altogether. She's so
She's a different
smart.
breed. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so
literally.
funny, and like
Yeah.
she's so like natural on camera and everything. It's just like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put
Some
together.
some shout outs from the chat. Clyde said, oh no, Cherie said, big fan of Viv's organizational skills. Clyde also said, not sure if this podcast is about women in dodgeball or about Cherie. So this is Cherie fan club.
Cherie is the woman in
Yeah,
dodgeball.
literally.
Yeah. The one and only woman. Yeah. So Gavin said, Viv zoning out, crazy concept. And Clyde said something, and then yeah. But everyone's just saying like mothers are just built different, they're just great.
Yeah.
We love
gonna read
Muda
everything.
mums. Yep.
Yeah, we love Muda mums and Muda. Yeah. Yeah.
Cherie's gonna be the first Muda bum.
I mean, she is already the Muda mum, and then Chris is the Muda dad.
Yeah.
Mum and dad.
Mm.
Sometimes
Yeah,
when
they've got-
you no, I was just saying like sometimes when in primary school when you accidentally call your teachers like mum and dad. Sometimes I have that urge, but like I'm not there. You're an adult now. Yeah, maybe it's just me. Cherie's gonna call me weird again.
Yeah, I think we gotta move on, Regine. You just start spewing some random shit.
I'm just saying, man.
Just word vomit just coming out.
All
Right,
right, so
moving on.
yeah, moving on. So, anyways, Prisca, would you like to take the next question?
Sure. Yeah, so we were just going to chat about opportunities as a female player in dodgeball, I guess. So yeah, Mimi and Viv, both of you have played in social leagues and in the competitive leagues. And yeah, I guess we were just wanting to, sort of look into what you find, I guess, the differences between like competitive and social are, and how you feel like maybe women are sort of treated in those. Because I know, especially like for a lot of new girls who are coming to the sport, maybe with not a lot of athletic background, it can feel quite intimidating to have like all these big hunky guys just like piffing balls at you full speed, and you're like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, did you have that kind of fear when you first started? How does it feel now? How do you feel like we're treated on court and stuff?
Well, I come from a family with an older brother who is very much let's just say sometimes he's got a bit of a fragile masculinity about him. Like he will, toughen up, wanna fight you every time you talk back and whatnot. So I guess for me, the aspect of like getting hit by balls wasn't that scary since like me and my brother used to fight a lot. Um, but I like am aware that sometimes when you're on court, there are players who throw really hard, really fast. Like sometimes you just get hit in the head. You don't know what even like happened. You're just like, whoa, my head's kind of it's feeling a little bit warm. What's going on? Um, so yeah, I don't know. With social leagues, there is sort of like a bit of a barrier, I would say, with some people joining the sport as a social sport, especially for girls, because back in like primary school and high school, I do remember like being sometimes like just like following the crowd and not really wanting to pick up the ball and like letting the guys play. But I think with Muda, what we're trying to do is get girls just playing on court, feeling comfortable. It doesn't matter if you get caught out all the time. I just pick up the ball and somehow it's in someone else's hand. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But it's all part of the experience. Like the embarrassment from getting caught. It's fine though. Like the sport is supposed to be good fun. Like there's always
Mm.
humor. You can always find like a silver lining to things. And I think that's something that's really great about dodgeball is that it's because it's still a new sport, it's still coming up. There's not so much a culture of, snobbishness or, how some other sports like, oh, if you're not good enough, you're just not good enough. You won't ever improve. Like everyone's just out here to have a good time and have fun. So messing up, like it's whatever. Try again. Doesn't matter. Get hit, like get caught out, get hit. Who cares? Come back in after the next game, or like, we're gonna do like a timer to get you back in. So it's fine. I think it's all about perseverance. And I think hopefully when we start our uni casual sessions again, like we'll get girls, pumped up and be like, it's fine. Like just laugh it off. We'll play again. But yeah, there's definitely a sort of a switch between the competitive side, but that's obviously just a natural progression from going from like socials to competition. And yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also I just wanted to add to that quickly, like just like what you said, because it is a growing sport, I think a lot of people who are sort of pioneering the sport are, also wanting to get other people involved and like really making it a welcoming community. So I think dodgeball's at a very prime time at the moment for new people to be joining, which is nice. But yeah,
Definitely.
Mimi, any thoughts on that one?
No, I was gonna add to like, oh yeah, I found it's like really similar to this about like the good fun of like socially. If you get hit, you're out and then you get back in again. But for me, if I get hit in the head, it's helmet time. Put it on and then I'm coming back in.
That's true. For the viewers who don't know, Mimi does wear like a little taekwondo like helmet on court because she's at the prime height to get hit in the face by a ball. I don't know. Every trajectory, every trajectory,
Magnetism.
just like goes to her face.
Magnetism.
Yeah.
Magnetism between her head
Ball
and
magnet.
the ball, literally.
Yeah, all she does is just look up, or like she just looks, and then the ball's just like bam. In
I
her
mean,
face.
Honestly,
luckily-
Regine,
I mean-
you can't talk either.
Yeah, I can't really talk because I have been that person. But I have like transferred my bad juju over to Mimi. So I'm sorry for letting you cop it, right? But I'm glad to be out of it. So far, I haven't got any headshots yet, but yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
luckily we play with the soft balls instead of the the hard ones. So
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
you're losing a few less brain cells every time you get hit.
That is true.
Something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I possibly could have gotten dumber after I started playing
Yeah.
dodgeball.
Fair enough. There was like one time I got hit in the face by a door. Not a ball thrown by David. Not a ball. Yeah, I was thinking David and ball, so it was like ball.
A door.
Ball. But a ball thrown by David. And bro, that was like the most painful hit of my life. I was like, I thought my jaw shifted, and I was like, "Fuck, David, if I need to go to Korea to do like some plastic surgery, I swear I'm making you pay for it. Like, fuck you." Yeah,
Had
Wait,
to sit down for a bit.
yeah, I had to like,
Regine,
sorry, yeah,
was it at the Albert Park training?
yeah, it was at Albert Park. I remember tearing up because of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think that was the first time I've seen somebody getting headshotted. And then,
yeah,
like before that, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is fun sport, just throwing when I get hit like somewhere, like from here down. It's totally fine." And then I saw Regina get hit in the face, and then like from that moment, I became more aware, like cautious of it. Like, all right, not on the head. I'm trying to dodge all the way out of, but now it's like
yeah.
ball
I'm
magnet.
sorry. That is probably the worst you ever see. Like the worst of me you ever see. I don't know
I
about
don't know,
everyone
Regine,
else.
you've had some like pretty comical headshots. Like I've just seen it from the side and you'll just go down. I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I guess there's the one headshot that Regine needs per game. Like that's it. You literally have a quota.
All I'm doing is just going down to reach the ball. Like I'll be even staring at the court, it still comes to my face. I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like, it's just cursed at this moment. It's just like you just gotta kind of pick it up and pick up your pride and move on. Yeah, unfortunately, but oh well, it is what it
Very
is.
unfortunate.
Yeah. So, well, another question as well. Since like university and a lot of social leagues have like two girls per team, do you reckon like maybe like that's enough? Because if we're pushing for more like equal weightage, should it go up to like 3-3, like three girls and three guys, or do you think like two girls are pretty good? What do you think? Maybe how many you can take this one?
Yeah, maybe me.
Um,
Can go.
Yeah.
I think personally, I would love to see like 3 girls and 3 guys on court because you know, sometimes you have 4 guys on court and you kind of rely on them because like the different in the power throw. So it's like, oh, you can just take the ball, we're just drilling at the back. Um, yeah, but it's also well, I have a few new friends that I try to drag people into dodgeball. So for my friends who are watching that, I'm so sorry, but I'm not so sorry at the same time. So when they look on court and then they see it's only 2 girls and they instantly come to the assumption that they must be really good to be on court, like only 2 girls on court. It's like
Mhm.
and they keep saying, "Oh, my throw is not strong enough, I'm not good enough, I can't dodge this and that, left and right," and then it's kind of discourage them to keep coming to casual and stuff. But I guess like Viv was mentioning before, like with Muda Casual, we try to pass the ball to the girl all the time to encourage them to throw and then have more fun. Yeah, so I think with the competition, like the competitive side, I think that something should be considered to, encourage more women to take up the sport.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's, yeah.
Yeah, I think you have a point there because like usually the max, unless like the other team like messes up, the max will go is like 4 balls per team, right? Yeah,
For,
no team wants to be left with like 1 ball to do a 1 ball play. And if you have 4 guys on court, like I would pass the ball to the guy because they have a stronger throw and the in a sense, like they could be more intimidating. People just like, oh
mm,
yeah, and like if a girl throws, they'll be like, go for the catch, which is like kind of disheartening in a sense. But I reckon like if we have like 3-3, hopefully it will change that sort of perspective, which is like pretty cool. And I kind of like it when like a guy just completely ignores you when you're on the
oh
middle
yeah,
line.
and then you just punish him for
Hey,
that.
you just
He's like,
punish him.
oh,
It's just like, yeah, it's a big like, oh, yeah, it feels good. Yeah, that's probably like one of
Mm.
the best feelings if they just completely ignore you and you get them out. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah,
think getting more girls will be a priority for Muda. Because we just have like an overwhelmingly large amount of guys who want to play competitive and we just don't have enough girls. But if we can get like our friends along and get the word out I think the potential for mixed having 3-3 will be more possible, and I think it will be more fun, just
Yeah.
for, like, watching and also playing. You just don't know what's gonna happen because I think girls, we have quite strong suits, especially, like, in catching. Not me, but, like, other girls have really great catching abilities, and I think when you see that clutch where it's, like, 1 chick left and there's 4 people on the other side, and the girl somehow, I don't know, manages to just
Catch it.
1v X and then she catches the last one and it's, like, game over. It's the most entertaining thing to watch, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
Yeah.
when you think the odds are against her and she gets over that, she overcomes that, and you're like, "Hell yeah, so good."
It
Yeah.
really is. And I think having 3-3 will also change the dynamic of the game quite a bit because then you won't be able to rely on just having like 4 really strong throwers as much. Like I guess you'll have to think more about like the in-game tactics and like all this other, just a bit more tactical stuff, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. So some thoughts from the chat. Cherie said, and as young, stop hit shotting women and then mix it. I swear it's an accident. And then Will said, and as young walks out. Arrow Mimi. So Mimi, would you like to explain that story for people who don't know?
So it was at social league. I
Uh-huh.
actually got 2 headshots that night. One from Pat and one from Nick.
Mhm.
So so with Pat, I was the last one on court. So I got headshot. My glasses fell off. Both of the lens popped out.
Disaster story.
The dramatic ever. So I just stand there, bam, and then just like literally fell backward. That's it. And with Nick, like another half of the game. So we switched side. I was just dodging on the ground, and then I didn't have time to get back up. Yes, I just left and right on my knees, and then I was reaching the floor, look up, and then the ball straight into my face, broke the glasses, and bam, game's over for me.
Oh.
I didn't come to the point that I was blacked out, but I was seeing people dancing in front of me.
This is
I
That's
got
nice
Nick.
one, Nick. Yeah, good
Yeah,
job,
Nick.
Nick. Yeah, it's freaking
Well, Nick. Well, very, very great. Good shot. Transit. I got headshot by my own teammate, so unfortunate. Oh, I think I remember that. I think she was just standing in front, and then someone just threw, and it hit the back of her head or something.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
big
I
head.
think it was like ages ago, but I can't remember where it was. Um,
Big head ball magnet.
um, Cherie said, petition to ban headshots on Muda's cutest player. Yeah,
Ah!
that's and um, yeah, Cherie also said, can confirm that all 6 players on PMS getting caught in the same point is still a good vibe. Wait, what happened?
It's honestly funny. I don't know. This has probably happened like multiple times. We just throw it and we get caught and we're just like, yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
I
Love
reckon.
that.
Yeah,
Cool.
like
So good.
getting caught kind of sucks, but once you get over the feeling of like, oh, what, like it sucks, right?
Mm.
Like you kind of feel better about it because I think for a long time, like I was throwing balls that would get caught, and I would throw the ball thinking like, oh yeah, that went really well, and then like some guy from the other team, he just reaches down with one hand and he's just like just grabs the ball like this, and I'm just like,
Yep.
bro, what was the point? What was the point of me existing? Nothing matters.
That's
I'm
the
just like,
fun part of it, Regine. It's the feeling afterwards when you get caught. It's like that feeling of embarrassment and like you want to die, but then it's also pretty funny. Like I don't
yeah,
even know. It's just a mixed bag of emotions.
I think
And you're just
like
standing
yeah.
watching your team play and like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when you watch like replays of the match, you're just like, oh. But also, it kind of makes you like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it makes me feel like, man, I want to go again. Yeah,
Yeah.
like try
It
again.
does. You're like, I want to give me another shot. Like, I want to actually get it this time.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
it this time. And I
Yeah.
think that's what really like pushes us to play even more. That's why we're at dodgeball like 5 times a week.
Yeah, exactly. And I think also like as women, like we kind of have less to lose because, you know, we're we have weaker throws. Like generally, we all have weaker throws. And there's
Mhm.
I feel like there's less of an ego to get damaged, you know?
Yeah,
Like
there
when
is.
a
That's
guy
true.
gets caught by a girl, you can just see their all their pride and their manliness going down the drain. But for us, it's like, any achievement we make, it's like boom, like
Literally.
yo, it's me.
Explosives
What's
Yeah,
up?
that's
are
Yeah.
on the
true.
floor at the moment. But
Right?
don't even worry. Like, we're going to get trained up. We're going to be so good
Yeah,
for the new year.
exactly.
That's true, that's true. Like, if I
We
get a
will
good
have an ego
trade
by next year.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. If I get a
Baby
good
steps.
trade or like, if I do something
Yeah.
good, I have to get one person out, I'm like, "Wow, not bad today.
Yeah, you
Doing
gotta give yourself
well."
a pat on the back. Heck yeah.
And
Yes.
one thing I really like about being in Muda or Melody is that when you get caught, like like apparently like you just laugh it off because you don't know what to do. But like on the side, your mate, your teammate, and then the whole team was like, good try. And then that's like kind of like pump you up as well. They feel like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
Mhm.
Like we have people to
Mm.
back us up there. I was
Yeah.
literally crying to Eugene today like 500 times that I got caught on court, and Eugene was like, "Let's go!" And I'm like, "That was like
Yeah,
so
I
good."
mean, the thing is, like, even though you got caught, like, you did try it through, and that's all that matters is you tried. Like, I reckon for me, like, what really pushed me, like, when I first started as well, is like, you know what? At least I tried. At least I didn't like just like gave a shit throw, like just so that I can get out of the game. Because there are people on court who are just like that. They just like want to stop the game time so that they can restart. Save time and stuff. But
Mm.
I respect people who try, and even though they fail, they still try. Yeah, that's it for me though. hmm
Mm.
Yeah, so I think you did a really good job. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, so moving on as well. Um, how would you describe the vibes as being like a female player in Muda or like varsity or like social leagues? Like how has like do you feel like because you're a female player, people have been treating you different or like, not respecting you or like that sort of thing? Like what do you feel about those kind of vibes? Mhm.
Mimi, did you want to go first?
I'll let you take this one first.
Oh, okay. So for me, I would say that Muda, everyone in Muda is like basically a family now to me. Like I don't feel any sort of discrimination or, you know, like yeah, it's just like a bunch of sometimes it's like shit talking, but it's always in good humor. And if you ever feel uncomfortable, you would just say it. Like no one is really out to get you. And like sometimes people will step over the line, but that happens all the time. And like everyone in Muda is very respectable. So if you do say that you're uncomfortable, they will stop. Everyone's understanding. And I think that's the sort of culture that we want to promote is one that is diverse and inclusive of everyone, no matter like your gender or your sexual orientation or your culture. Like we try to embrace everyone, and hopefully we can keep that going for the rest of Muda and also just the sport of dodgeball. I think it's very friendly for women. Just I don't know. I just feel like everything is in good humor. So I never feel, a bit scared or whatnot. But then I do understand that for some people it is a little bit intimidating. I think for me, my personality is a little bit, like I'll just give it a go. Like I don't really care sort of thing. But I think if you're more introverted in that sense, it might be a little bit harder. But I think dodgeball is like a great sport to get started in because I think all sport across the board has some sort of intimidating factor.
Mhm.
Um, and dodgeball just has that. It's just we try to take down that wall, try to make it open for everyone for all their like range of skills or whatnot.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
think like a big barrier in like preventing girls to join the sport is like they're really scared of being hit by the ball. And once you realize it's not that painful, well, maybe
I
sometimes.
mean, it's an aggressive sport. Like let's not let's
Yeah,
not,
downplay it.
yeah, downplay it. Like you're literally getting you're getting hit by a ball. But I think it's fun. Like there's no reason why you would let, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds play that sport and you wouldn't let what, uni kids play it? We're built a little bit stronger than that, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, 100%.
Frail bones. Mimi getting hit by Mimi getting hit by a ball needing a helmet. My god.
Yeah.
I'm still
People
young.
breaking arms.
Oh,
But that just
Oh,
tells you it's a legitimate sport. If people are getting injured, it means that there's something
that's true.
rigorous about the sport.
It's a real sport.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
exactly.
If you look at footy players, they're always injured. Like half of them
Exactly.
are like,
No pain,
Yeah.
no gain.
yeah, exactly.
That's the motto they
I
should
like
go
that.
by.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mimi, how's your feelings about like the sport and like um the vibes of it? Mm.
yeah, I think with off court vibe, it's
Mhm.
definitely better because nowadays people like aware of like gender equality and like treating people with respect, and then no discrimination is allowed or tolerated. But for me, like on court, sometimes I still comes across some moment that the discrimination between female players and male players is like a bit too obvious not to notice. Um, so before, I think there was like an incident. Um, it, there was like some saying that came from a male player saying, "Oh, we didn't get much hate for the hit from the team without me." Um, so that saying it just kind of like pushed me down a lot
Mm.
because being in the sport, and then like on mixed team there are only two girls, and sometimes you have the feeling that you're not contributing much to the team because you have a weaker third, and then you get caught, um and then that saying just like kind of like, oh, I'm gonna push you down the water, breathe underneath there. um
It's a
uh,
good way to
yeah,
say
but,
it.
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's kind of like it's make me feel like I don't have any kind of like value on the team anymore. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of like devalue all the like like the effort I have putting, and then all the support I was giving to the team. There was like one good amount of time that I was thinking maybe dodgeball isn't for me.
I reckon.
Yeah, maybe like I'm not vibing that like a bit too
Mm.
good. But
Mm.
you know, I still came to training and then that. But then the everybody else is just like really awesome, and then like treating when you get a hit, or like even you don't get a hit, it's like, oh, good timing, good try, good effort, like good accuracy. So that's like encouraging you. I guess like I try to look to the positive side more than just like focus on like one bad thing. And obviously I know the person who said that didn't really mean that, but it just in that context, like it just drove to another pathway. Yeah. But yeah, I think definitely we can see a bit, so like a bit big different.
Mhm.
I don't say it's a very big like vast one, but definitely big difference between how like girls or female players are treated on court between Muda and other clubs, or like even like some other team that social league, because we try to encourage more. Like you can see it. Like personally, I could see it because I like
Mm.
to. Because like I'm kind of like I want to make like female players and girls feel like they could do it. They can do literally anything, and then nothing can stop them. So I could like easily, well, quickly spot that those out like quite quickly.
Definitely. Yeah, I think a lot of people on court, they don't really think before you say things. And like I like well, I feel like we or I share similar experience in the sense that there are points where I thought like, and maybe dodgeball isn't for me. Maybe I'm just bad at it. and I'm innately bad at it. I just like, oh, can't change it. Can't change it. Oh no. Like, yeah. So, and that sort of thing like really like pushes down your motivation. Yeah.
I'm glad that like you're brave enough to speak up about it, because I think a lot of girls would just stay quiet and then, sort of maybe drift off from the sport. But I think that the fact that you've recognized it, and spoken about it, there are ways to sort of mitigate it or improve the conditions in the future, I think. So it would come from both parties, obviously. Like we would just need to raise awareness with our teammates that you just be careful with what you say on court. Like obviously there's heat of the moment, there's adrenaline. You're trying to obviously you're trying to win in these sort of sports. But at the end of the day, your teammates are your friends, and I think it'd be great if some of the guys who sort of have this mindset are able to be a little bit more open and understanding that for some of these girls, you're coming from like a male dominated sport, which can be very intimidating. And it'd be great if everyone could be as welcoming, especially with guys to girls. I think it'd be great if everyone can just be like a little bit more open, like let the girls have a go, because we're sometimes just like in the background, like we don't really want to make ourselves like be seen, or we don't want to make a fool of ourselves. But I think it'd be great if like the guys could help out as well and just be like, yeah, go, you're doing great. Try not to
Yeah.
use like language that puts other people down, just in general. But I think it really hits home for like a lot of girls, because we're usually very self-conscious about how we are perceived by other people. So I think now that like you, like Mimi and Regine, you guys have said and spoken about it, maybe like we could do something with VDL and Muda, and just to make sure that these sort of things don't happen. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a tough issue. Like it's definitely something that people don't directly try to do, but it just sometimes just comes out. And it'd be great if like we can sort of do something about that. Maybe just sit everyone down, be like, hey guys, just letting you know some of this language. Prefer if you don't, and have opportunities for girls to improve and become a little bit more confident in the sport.
I think
Yeah.
especially as oh sorry, Priska. You wanna say
No,
something?
you go.
No, I was just gonna say like especially like when you have like 5 players in core, 2 girls and 3 guys, right? Our instinctively our movement is to pass the third ball to the guy. We're like basically ball shaggers on court to the guys. So I think it'll be and like it's instinctively what we're gonna do. But I reckon it'll be nice if like, the guys are like, no, you throw or something along those lines. Yeah, but it maybe it's like slightly difficult, especially since I'm not saying like we won't win or anything, but it's just like,
Mm.
in the mindset of like competitiveness versus like having equal opportunities in a sense.
Yeah, it is a bit contextual sometimes as well, because like especially if you're playing competitive league and it's like really important for you to win, sometimes it is just the best move just to give it to your best thrower, which usually is going to be like the guy player. I mean, sometimes you can get a girl player to throw to mix it up a bit, but yeah, I think it's tough because like you want to give people opportunities, but you also have to kind of be realistic about people's skill sets. And I guess that's the thing about sports. Like I think this is an issue that is faced in a lot of different sports. And yeah, I guess it just comes out more in dodgeball, especially because mixed teams are such a big thing. Whereas in most sports, the main focus is like men's and women's, and then in dodgeball, it seems like a lot of social leagues, a lot of competitive leagues are playing mixed. But yeah, no, it's really interesting to hear your guys' opinions on that, and I definitely agree that it needs to be, I guess, something that's talked about a bit more, and I guess that's like one way of getting more girls to sort of have more confidence in coming in. But that's also not to say that a lot of our guys like aren't respectful. Like I have definitely noticed that, especially a lot of the players who've been playing for a longer time. Like you can see they're giving girls opportunities to throw, and they're encouraging us and letting us giving us tips and just encouraging. So kudos to you guys who do that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
There's just like limitations in dodgeball as well, just with positioning. Sometimes girls aren't put on um, positions where you would get the ball, like you would pass off to the wings, that sort of thing. And a lot of the times the girls are sort of like the center players. We'd never really play wing. So that's another thing as well. But you do come across this in all sports, no matter if it's mixed or gendered. This issue of like who gets to throw and who's like not getting enough game time, like that just happens naturally. I think it's just more so the mindset that we have when we're playing. We just need to make sure that we're not using language that puts other people down who are obviously trying, or like not even trying, just like new to the sport. I think it's really important just to make sure that they feel welcome. And you want to keep them in the sport. That's the whole point. Like you want to retain that membership. You don't want them to just like try the sport once and then like leave and you're like, oh, but come back, there's so much more to this. Like you just like dip your toe in. Like you haven't gone 4 or 5 days a week of
Yeah.
dodgeball yet. Like once you do that and you say, oh no, I'm out, like okay, I respect that decision, like that's
That's so true.
that's how I see it. Like I feel like everyone has just taken the plunge and like gone in, and people who have done that, they like usually stay around. It's really easy to sort of just like try a little bit and then be like, okay, nah, I'm pulling out. But it's once you're in. We've got you. We've trapped you.
We are
Essentially.
meeting like 5 times a week.
Yeah,
So like
literally.
decided you join us for 5 times a week.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
It's
always
like how
like if you're available Monday, we are there. If you're available Tuesday, we are also there. If you're not available Wednesday, we'll still be there, but you cannot come, but you can come for Thursday.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, some comments from the chat as well. Cherise said, I think women are what sets the best team apart. And Tran said, I agree with this. hmm So yeah, I reckon I agree with them as well. Like a lot of times, like a lot of the guy throwing powers are like kind of similar in the sense. But when like as you said before, like when a female player like clutches the last throw or something and it's like completely crazy, I think it really sets like what's like really good. Yeah. Yeah, a team
Yeah,
that works cohesively instead of a team that works with like only 4 players.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I guess that's like, don't underestimate your ability, girls, because you can always do a lot more than you think you can. And I think like in a way, sometimes it's like it can be a good thing that we're sort of at this like physical disadvantage because it toughens your mindset. And like the thing is, like Regine said before, if you just done your best, that's all you can do, and you should be proud of that. So
Exactly. Yeah, we walk off the court with our heads high. Yeah. We're like, okay,
Sometimes.
we tried.
It's the thought that counts. Body language sometimes doesn't match up with what's going on in here,
Sometimes.
but like, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
It's the fact that we tried.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
fact that we tried. Yeah, fair enough. Ah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Chris, go and take the next question.
Yeah. So, body image and things that you have to compromise in playing sport. I think, this can also be another barrier for a lot of girls wanting to join. For me, I sweat like a pig. And so the thing is, I grew up playing sport. So it was kind of just something I learned to get over and just be like, whatever, like I'm here for the sport. But yeah, I still don't enjoy finishing a game and looking like I've just taken a shower with my clothes on. But I know also, with dodgeball, there's other things you have to give up, like having like long nails and stuff. Can't have long, pretty nails. But I also grew up playing piano, so I learned to sacrifice that at a young age as well. But is there anything you feel like you've had to really sacrifice or give up in order to play the sport? And I guess if you have, like, what makes dodgeball worth these sacrifices?
Do you want to go, Mimi?
Well, I mean, I obviously I don't have. I wouldn't call it a sacrifice because it's more about like how I want people to see me. 'Kay, it's like more like the appearance and image. So I was like thinking like people thinking like I'm approachable. and friendly and all of that. So on court, obviously it's not happening. I thought I was doing the pressuring to the good only to a certain level, but after the game, and one of the male players just came up to me and then say, "Jesus, you look so scary," and I'm like, I didn't mean to be like that. And looking back at those photos from videos, and I was like, wow, I do look scary.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's worth it. Like you keep your teammates alive. Like you're not touching them. I'm here.
It's a
Just take it.
compliment.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a compliment.
I'm like,
yeah.
let's go. Yep. So I guess it's just me getting off like those, being cute on course. I mean, I'm okay. Shameless moment. I'm always cute, but
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
but but
Tiny.
I guess on court, I don't care about it anymore. I'm like, I need to pressure them. You're not touching my teammate. You're not throwing that ball. So yeah, that's worth it because at the end of the day, we are a team. On court or off court, we're still a team. So
Yeah.
Good on you. Yeah, it's a good mindset to have.
Yeah, Muda is like basically family. Like it's just a whole big family. Mhm. So,
everybody's related, and I bought
yeah.
into that story. I'm salty about it.
For the chat who doesn't know, so when a lot of the new players joined us at the start of the year, there was a rumor going around that a lot of people in the club were related. Yeah, so there was like brothers, sisters, first cousins, like
Cousins.
second cousins, like I don't know, in-laws maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, there was a whole big family tree going on. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, we fought, or not me, but like they fought you guys for like some time. I reckon.
I was literally running around telling people, like, I just discovered the new, continent or something. Wait, do you know that? And they was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, they told me, 100%. And when I found out, and I'm like, just forget about it. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, Tran is in the chat says like I have had to learn to keep my tongue in my mouth when I play. If you guys don't know, like every like event that happened so far,
Oh.
like Tran has always one picture where she's like and she's throwing the ball and she's going and it's the funniest thing. Yeah, when the VDL pictures comes out, it's just like the funniest thing. Oh.
Try and keep it
Yeah.
out. It looks good. It's
Yeah,
like your
it looks
signature.
actually
Does.
cute.
Really posting
Yeah.
for that. I'm like, how do you do that, girl? That looks so cool. Wait, I look like
Yeah.
It's
Also, I
cool.
love
It's a
it when the
signature. It's a signature trying tongue. You know how like some people like stick their tongues out when they're trying, like they're like.
she's
It's cute.
really
Keep it.
Tran says, "I look insane."
That's the point. That's the point, Tran.
I mean, the more insane you look, the more scarier you look, and then you scare them off. So that's good pressuring on your end, I
Yep.
would say. Yeah. So, Viv, do you feel like you have to give or like sacrifice any like thing, or yeah, what are your vibes? What are you thinking?
So for me, I feel like I don't have that many. Like there's a lot of things that I probably should be changing so that I play a little bit better. Like during social leagues, I'll literally rock up in like a big oversized t-shirt, even though there are so many times where the ball will literally like hit my shirt, not hit me, but because my shirt is so big, like I just get out. Like I should probably wear something skin tight, but I just prefer playing in a baggy t-shirt. And like with nails, keeping my nails short, like I have to keep them short for jujitsu. And also I am not a fan of long nails because I don't know why I have this like tendency to scratch people when I like am just grabbing, like I don't know, like somehow when my nails get long, they're really sharp. They don't even have to be that long. They're just sharp when when they grow out a little bit. So yeah, I remember the first time I played when I came to the casual sessions, I had gotten my nails done, and it was the first time that I had fake nails, and I was playing with the dodgeball, and I was like, "Damn, this was not a good decision." Like playing with long nails is literally an art. Like I don't know how Tran does it. Like sometimes Tran has long nails. Same with you, Regine. Like sometimes you also. There was a point in time where you used to get long nails.
Yeah. No, that wasn't
But
great.
yeah.
Yeah, cause I used to get my nails done, right? And so I'll have extensions until like they're like this high. So it's like pretty long nails. Yeah, and you can't even grab the ball, or like every time you throw the ball, it just goes like it goes up
Yeah.
because you can't
I
grab
mean,
it properly.
I won't lie, like special events, I will just sacrifice my playing skills in dodgeball for whatever my event is. Like if I have to look nice, get my nails done, like I'm getting them done. But I'm gonna play dodgeball in them.
Yeah, I have found a way around them. So I have that gone to like some events while playing dodgeball, and I get the fake one from Kmart with the glue. I just stick
Stick
them
Oh,
on,
ons.
and then like the
They're
next day,
good. I've
yeah,
used
the
them.
They
stick
are
on,
Yeah.
good.
like
They
they're
are
great,
good.
and they look good as well. And then the next day, I
And
just
they're
soak
so
them in like
cheap.
water and alcohol. Yeah, from
Yeah,
Kmart, it's like $5, so
Mhm.
you
exactly.
don't have to
Yeah.
sacrifice everything. Yeah, you can just stick it on, and you're
There's
looking pretty
hacks.
for the day.
Yep.
That's hacks. It's
Yep.
podcast tips. So if you tune in, you would know.
Boys, take note.
Reese, Gavin's like got a drip, the drip of nails. Oh, I don't know why.
Drip.
Anyways,
Ooh, losing Regine
yeah,
a little bit there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's back.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
back. You're
Okay,
good.
okay. Do you hear the
I'll
the
paint
drip?
your nails, Gavin, soon if you're
Yeah,
watching.
we should. Oh, we should wax him as well. Wax his legs.
Wax. Be more aerodynamic on court. That's
Exactly. The number of
that's
times
the whole
he
thing.
has told me,
Exactly.
like, the ball hit his
Yep.
leg hair.
Oh,
It's just like sacrifices.
Have we lost her?
Oh, am
yep.
I cutting out?
Regine, did you
We
say
have lost
anything
her.
in the
Oh,
last like
Uh,
5 seconds?
yes, I
his
said.
leg hair. That's what I heard.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Is this better?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I think because I was like playing the chat in back on the stream in the background. So yeah, but so Transit, she
Oh.
And says, I have long
yeah.
red press-ons for Gav.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah.
Get the boys.
Muda
We should.
girls night +1 boys.
Painted nails for all. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, that's basically most of it. Hopefully, I haven't cut off yet. If you guys can hear me.
yeah,
Um.
can hear you.
Okay. So everybody's good now. So that's. Well, wait. So, Viv, I also have another question. It's like, would you think like dodgeball is like worth all these like sacrifices or you have made, or like over the past like what 3 years you have been playing it? 4?
I mean, definitely. If I've been around this long, like I'm obviously fine with it. I don't know. I don't think the sacrifices are that big. Like dodgeball has a very easy entry level. Like there's ways to get around things. And it's just like you can start off casual and then go super competitive. So yeah, I don't know. 3 years in the making, still going strong. Definitely gonna, ramp it up next year, hopefully with VDL, State League.
Definitely. All right, but wait, sorry. Cherie said, sorry, Clyde, but I like this podcast and I think we should do it forever. And Clyde says, say less. You can co-host with Regine and I will go into early retirement as host. Nah, man. Yeah, this is girls only club. All right. So yeah, that is like most of our discussion points, and we are coming to the end of the podcast. It's like way over time, but I think we got through a lot of pointers, and like we have discussed like a lot of like important things about like entry for girls and like what the scene is like, and like yeah, a whole bunch of pointers. Yeah, Priscilla, yeah.
Any finishing words, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We lost you at the very end.
ah, yeah, my internet.
I've passed my bad internet on to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you ask me something?
Yeah. So I asked you like, did you have any finishing words? Or-
Oh, yeah. No, well, no, that was really interesting discussion. So yeah, thanks Mimi and Viv for coming on and sharing your thoughts. I think it would have been quite insightful to everyone listening as well. So I hope we all got a better insight into the world of dodgeball from a woman's perspective. And yeah, for all the girls out there, I hope this inspires you to keep playing and keep getting better, because remember, we got nothing to lose. Get caught out every second shot and you're only going up from there.
Very cool. Yeah. To end it off, we do have like a little ending game that we can play to kind of sum it all up. So basically, this game is like we're going to count down from 3 seconds, and I would say a word, and I'll count like 3, 2, 1, and both of you, Mimi and Viv, have to say like the first thought that comes to your mind.
Go. Ready whenever you are.
And the rest of that is if you say the same word, which is the objective.
Yeah.
I think we were going to punish Clyde somehow.
Okay,
Maybe in the
so
next
Mimi
episode.
and I want to say the same word.
So yeah, so for example, I'll say bottle, and then we go 3, 2, 1, and if you both say water, that's a point to you and a punishment for Clyde.
Okay, good. We
Yep.
got this, right, Mimi? What's the punishment?
Did we decide on a punishment, Regine?
20 push-ups for every one right answer. One same answer.
I was gonna push all the
Filmed.
punishments to Clyde, since he's not here and he's supposed to be our host.
I think he got pushed off this episode. I don't
Yeah,
think he bailed. He's
technically, I
literally
pushed him
watching in
off.
the chat.
Technically, I pushed him off because I was like, yeah, nah, this is a women's only club right now. But we'll discuss it. Prisca and I would have a
Clyde's
think
not very
about it.
happy. What? Hold up! I didn't sign up for this.
Boo, boo, you have to do it.
Boo, boo, Clyde. Thanks,
That's just part
Clyde.
of
Yeah.
hosting this show, Clyde. Sorry.
Yeah, you're part of it. So too bad, too sad. Anyway, so hopefully my internet doesn't cut out. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll start saying the first word. So the first word is dodgeball. 3, 2, 1.
Muda.
Muda.
Oh, that's
All right,
insane.
that's 1 point.
That is 1 point. So that's like 100 burpees for you, Clyde.
Yes. Like 100 push-ups. 100 leg press.
Oh. Prisca, do you want to say the second word?
Sure. All right. Our second word is women. 3, 2, 1.
Jury.
Power. Oh, okay. No.
Fair enough.
Shuri. Shuri is
I thought
the
Shuri as
woman.
Okay.
Like me, I was
Sorry,
on
I
the
thought it
same
was on
side.
the
I thought
same
Shuri. I thought Shuri as well. Like that's my
Yeah.
first thought.
I was like,
Ow. But I like that. I like that answer. All right. So the third one is hit shot. 3, 2, 1.
Helmet.
Regine. Ah, no.
Did I die?
Oh.
I said Regine. Mimi
Oh.
said helmet.
Both valid answers, but not quite what we're looking for,
I was
unfortunately.
tossing up between Mimi or Regine, so I wouldn't have gotten it anyway.
Yeah. I think Regine came to mind as well for me, but
Yeah, it's
Technically,
just
I have
because like
passed my bad juju. All right.
yeah. Every time I've seen Mimi play with a helmet on, it's never like I'm never watching her on court. It's always in my like peripheral vision because she's playing at the same time I'm playing a different game. I'm just like, oh yeah. I guess she's put on the helmet.
Yeah, but for me, you have
Is it
seen
getting
me
better?
360, like getting hit in the face in all angles. Yeah.
Alrighty, next word
Hmm.
is alligator crawls. 3, 2, 1.
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna count that, right? We're gonna count that.
That is counted. Slow internet. No
Hell
collaboration
yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
2 points.
Is that 200
2
burpees
points.
or is that like 100 squats?
Maybe. I think 200
Whatever's
squats.
100 100-kilometer alligator crawl.
Ooh, that's kind of spicy.
A kilometer
I
a
think-
day.
I think Clad would actually lose all feeling in his limbs before
Yeah, no, he
gets
would
1
just
kilometer.
morph into a reptile at that point.
Into an alligator.
Literally.
And Chris would be very happy. He'll be like, "Oh, good
Crocodile
training."
Clyde.
Yeah.
Croco Clyde.
Yeah. So, anyways, the next word is food. 3, 2, 1.
Noodle.
I don't have one. Sorry, I was thinking peanuts. I don't know why.
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
You can't eat
Yeah,
peanuts.
I can't eat peanuts, which is exactly why it's food. I'm allergic to that.
Yeah.
It's a forbidden nut for me.
Oh boy.
They're actually all forbidden, actually. Just allergic to all nuts.
Yeah. I don't know. The first thing
Alright.
that came to my head was like
Yeah.
Grand Tofu. So
Oh.
also, Grand Tofu, please sponsor us.
I mean,
Um,
fair enough. We
Food
should probably
Macca's.
ask them to sponsor us. I
Yeah,
just think yum. Food yum. Like,
Yum.
yeah.
I mean, that's a
Simple.
valid word.
All right. And our final word for the night is Bing. 3, 2, 1.
Chilling. Yeah, it is rubbish. Garbage. Trash. That's what it is.
Bing is
Hell yeah.
Bing
That's
chilling
alright.
is trash.
I did say
That's
Bing,
trash.
but Bing chilling is trash.
Bing
Have
chilling
you
is
heard the Bing
trash.
chilling meme? Mimi?
Oh
Oh.
no. Gavin
Okay.
and Amy will tell you all about it.
She's
We'll
been
send
zoning
it
out
to
every
you
time.
after this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she missing out on much though? I feel like I haven't even
Honestly,
seen it.
no,
I've
you're
just-
not missing on much. It's
Yeah.
literally a video of John Cena speaking Chinese and saying "Bing chilling," which means ice cream. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it properly
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
people will laugh at me. But
What do you mean,
It's-
Priscilla? Your Chinese
yep.
is so good.
oh,
Your
thank
Chinese
you.
is so good.
Ni
The amount of
hao.
times you speak Chinese is amazing. You speak more Chinese than I do.
But yeah, that comes
Yeah.
to the conclusion of the podcast tonight. Yeah, thank you, Viv and Mimi, for coming. Yeah, it was great speaking to you guys and like having you guys play a little game. So in total, you guys got 2 points. So Priska and I would discuss and on how to punish Clive.
Make it as painful as possible.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Noted.
We'll contact Chris. Chris is like the demon in Muda, the coach demon. I'm joking, Chris. Please don't do more.
Eugene, you better watch your mouth.
I mean, he is on demons, so
Technically, yeah, makes sense.
he is a
Yeah.
demon in Muda. He's just
True.
not that kind of demon.
Mm.
Anyway.
Yeah, but thank you so much for coming, and yeah,
And that's it for the podcast.
Thanks for having
Thanks, Regine,
us.
for hosting
thanks
as
for
usual.
having
And
us.
also props to Regine for the really cute little layout thing here.
Yes,
She made
is.
all this and I'm very impressed. It's very cute. So good on her.
that's so cute.
Thanks to all the behind the scenes team, Chris, Clyde, and Will. And we will see you in a couple weeks' time for the next episode. Oh, she's back.
Oh, am I back? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Priska, for co-hosting this episode with us.
Thanks for having me. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy hosting, and hope we can see you soon or more often on the podcast as well.
Oh, I'd be down to kick Clyde off again.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you guys so much. And
Nice.
yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. Mhm.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. See
Have
ya.
a good
Yeah.
night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.